It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson. Here's going up.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Carter in at the 3 spot. Here's Randolph, an easy 2 points on the layup.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Z-Bo, and he's aging gracefully.
Conley with it, now defended by Mozgov. Allen kicks to Randolph, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, you know, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Now here's Love. Now the pass to Smith. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And for the Grizzlies, they had to be encouraged by Randolph's play after signing him to that extension. I mean, he'd been set back by the knee injury, but he came back in a big way.
And again, Memphis no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it to Conley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Randolph happy to be back in Memphis. He said, this is home. This is where I belong. And look, he's helped establish this team as a power in the Western Conference. And for me, this is the right place for him to be. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
That puts them in the lead. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Allen dishes to Randolph. To the middle. Here's Conley. Puts up the baby hook. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And here is Conley following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Conley kicks to Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And a quick check of the stats for Irving. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 21 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. Barnes, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Tony Allen.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And that one's good. Right. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving kicks to LeBron. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Irving missing. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Barnes, screen on Irving. Conley into the lane. And stolen by Love. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Wright sets a screen. Conley for 3 and released it in time. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses, but you know,
we feel like we're a team.
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. Gasol a screen. Out to Conley. Pulls it from 20. The offensive rebound. Stevenson passes to Gasol.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Here's Stevenson. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And here's...
And you'd be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Conley kicks to Barnes. And the rejection by James. Conley into the lane. On the mark with the 15-footer. Conley's got 5 now.
Boy, Kevin, that's a confident shot. He drained that one with the defense right in his face.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. The 3. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Irving. And it's 9 points for LeBron.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Carter with the 3. And another miss by Memphis. The Cavaliers leading by 10.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Allen outside. Passes to Carter. On the wing, Stevenson. Back to Carter. There's the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in. Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
Irving attacking. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Stevenson against Irving. And stolen by Love. And now Love pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Irving's shot is good.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of...
And that does it for...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. It's a great bounce back game for him. Not happy with his performance in their last outing, tonight he's taking charge. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing? Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Ernie, they are way too weak defensively in the paint.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 15 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And we know the Marcus Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he's... Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Shumpert, the three-pointers right on target. Shumpert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Conley dishes to Carter. Back to Conley. Plenty of space. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And finished off by LeBron.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Irving passes to Shumpert. And the dunk by James.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Randolph against Love to stop the run. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Gasol. Gasol's got 8.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Here's Randolph. Love grabs the board.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And a wide open look for Irving. Another miss by Irving. Irving's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. To the paint. And stolen by Irving. LeBron outside. That jam! I mean, just beautiful. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Grizzlies, Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Right.